Welcome to our Forex education program, Forex 101. In this next video, we're going to teach you how to place your orders when you're trading short term, after you have established the trend in the market for this session that you're trading. Allow me to give you an example. Here we have a Euro USD 5-minute chart. Here you can see three different sessions: the end of the Japanese session, the start of the European session, and we have the US session all the way on the right. First, let's establish what we must do before we start thinking about placing any of our trades. One, will focus on the past. We'll look to see what happened during the previous session. And we could see the trend here based on the price movement. It was pretty sideways for the Japanese session. For the European session, the price started moving lower, eventually to finish up for the European session. And here we have the US session. And we have a starting price of 126.05. So that is our starting point and our reference point for the US session, where we're going to base the price off of that number to see if the price moved higher or lower. And as you can see, obviously, after the fact, the price moved higher for the entire day. Now first, let's recap. Here we have 7 o'clock in the morning New York time. That's the start of the US session. Then we have 9 in the morning, where we should give the market at least 2 hours before we start thinking about placing any trades, whether they be buy or sell trades. Now based on this information, we can see the price started at 126.05. After 2 hours, or 2.5 hours, the price moved up to 126.62. Now we mentioned that we should give the market at least 2 hours, and we should see the price move away from the starting point at least 35 to 40 pips. So we have established that for the first 2 hours of the US trading session. Then we have a slight retracement from 126.62 all the way down to 126.45, which is the lower levels of this trend for the US session. That's establishing a confirmation of the trend? Not quite yet, because this is the first real retracement. As you can see, the price started moving higher, and we really didn't see much of a retracement here, maybe 5-6 pips. This is the biggest retracement at the moment, and it was established at around 10-11 o'clock in the morning. Later on, the price moved all the way up to 126.87. Now from this point of 126.87, you can see we had a brief retracement to 126.65, approximately 20 pips. This would have been a great place to place a buy trade. First, remember, we had a good retracement of approximately 20-25 pips at this point, from 126.62 all the way down to 126.45, where the price continued moving higher, broke the highest level, went all the way up to 126.87. So at this point, we're pretty sure we have a great idea that the trend is up. We hope that it's going to continue moving in the same direction for the rest of the day. Of course, we're never 100% sure, because at any given time, a news report, some kind of event can happen and change the direction of the market. But from this point, based on the analysis that we're showing you, we have another retracement down to here, 20 pips. We place a buy order, and you can see that the price eventually broke the highest level and made a new high of 127.14, giving you an opportunity to get out of the market with a profit. Then once again, after the price went to 127.14, you can see it started retracing back down, all the way down to 126.80. That's another 20-30 pips of a retracement. And eventually the price moved all the way up to 127.43. Once again, giving you the opportunity to get out of the second trade. And as you can see, price towards the end of the session ended up all the way up to 127.95. So the first retracement, which is the most important, especially at the beginning of the session, happened at approximately 11 a.m. to make a new high of 126.87. Then we had our first retracement, possible entry, where the price moved all the way up to 127.14, and we had another retracement, giving us a second opportunity to place a buy trade and eventually moving up to 127.43. Now remember, we always look for retracements in order to protect our downside, and we're going to show you this in the next video. Why a retracement is extremely important when we're trading, and why we like to get a retracement anywhere between 20 and 30 pips on the euro, anywhere between 20 and 30 pips on the pound, as well as AUD, USD, and the dollar CAD. Now we hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please ask your account manager to clarify any of the questions you may have. Good luck trading.